Alright, hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Jazzy Time with your host, Bailey. How's it going, everybody? So, I ended up having to voice over this video because I was obviously had a movie playing in the background and didn't want to get a copyright strike. So, in this video, my mom has actually challenged me with making 3D billiards things, if that makes sense. Like, or racking balls and pool cues and things like that. So what I'm going to do first here, I kind of go back and forth between the two things. I'm taking some builder gel and painting it on the shiny part of a form and in a little triangle. And then I'm going to take these tiny little pearls and I'm going to place them together on the builder gel in a triangle. So I'm going to do 15 of them, and this is going to be like the base for my rack of billiards balls. And then I'm going to cure it after I get them all in place. Excuse me. So that's my little base, and I wanted to make sure that it was, small enough to go on a finger. So I cure that, and then I took a toothpick and I actually broke it in half, and I just kind of filed down the tips and the rough edges and make them the same size because I'm going to use those as the pool cues because I wanted them to be equal, if that makes it, like I wanted them to be the same size. And I had picked some gel colors to go over them, but later on I realized that the gel doesn't stick really well to the wood, so I end up switching to nail polish, like regular nail polish. And everything I use for this video will be listed in the description box below because there is quite an extensive list. But here I'm trying to cover the top half of what will be the tan part of the pool cue, and then I try to cure it, but then I realize as I'm wiping away the tacky layer, the gel just kind of slips off. So I'm going back to the pearls here, and I'm just wiping the tacky layer. And then I am trimming two sides. I'm leaving one side with a little bit of gel just so that I have something to hold on to. If that makes sense. So I have that, and I'm just leaving that one side to hold on to. So I'm not going for, I don't want the numbers on the billiard balls. Oh, and here we go. And this is when I realized that rolling it in my fingers, that it's not sticking to the wood. So I scrapped the gel part, and I am going to be using nail polish. So the nail polishes that I use are 350 Sally Hansen, 350 Cocoa Agogo, 435 Inprompt Blue, 110 Hard to Get in white, 088 Black Heart, and 123 Champagne Supernova. So I stuck them in this little black sponge so that I could paint them both at the same time. And I'm going in here with 123 Champagne Supernova, this tan color, for the top half of my pool cues for that lighter wood color. I could have just left it bare, but I wanted, some actual color there. And then I can paint them both at the same time like this and then let them dry. So I'm setting that aside to dry. And now I have a bunch of colors for the billiard balls. And I'm going to start with the yellow. And the yellow is number 1601 in the Venalisa Pure Color Gel. And I just do one solid, and the other one I just do a very thin stripe, because that's how billiards balls are. And I'm going on to the next color, which is this green. This is 1605. And I'm just randomly going in. I am saving that kind of traditional spot for the 8-ball, if that makes sense. This purple I'm using here is 1591. It's like a darker purple. I kind of wanted to get as close to true colors for the billiards balls as I could for this. And I'm going in with this red is 1545. It's very bright red. One of my favorite reds to use out of this collection. And this blue is a very dark navy blue. It is 1623. And I'm just kind of randomly doing the stripes. I'm not making them all like straight across or uniform or anything like that. This orange is 1568. Very bright orange, coming off really neon on the camera as the light hits it there. And finally, this burgundy color is 1571. And then I'm also going to use Tips and Toes Gel Polish 037 as my black. I've run out of black pretty much. So while that's curing, I'm going to do the bottom half of my pool cues in Sally Hansen Instadry-435 Cocoa A Go-Go, this dark brown. And I'm just painting the bottom. Can't see it because I'm off camera there. But yeah, just painting the bottom, trying to get them as even as possible because I want them to look very uniform. And the reason I'm using toothpicks is because having them on a nail, I wanted them to be like sturdy and not made out of just gel, if that makes sense. Like I didn't want them to break. I wanted them to be a little more sturdy and have more longevity. Yeah. So now on the billiards balls, I'm just doing a white dot on top of each one to represent where that number would be, because this is so tiny. And then I'm also going to flip it over and paint the black, or paint the back black, so that the billiard balls kind of stand out a little better. And then I'm going to matte top coat it, and this is also going to help seal the pearls in place and allow me to stick 3D gel to it. So now I'm wiping the tacky layer because that's all cured and trimming it, and I'm going to give it just a quick little file to round off the corners. I'm using a 180 grit peel file. Sorry, peel and stick file. And just wiping it again. And there we have the little template. And I just set that aside while I was tidying up. So now I'm going to take, this is called 4D Plasticine. It's just a sculpture gel by Nail Innovations. And you can't see on my hand right now, but I am kind of rolling out just like a long sausage type shape, because I'm trying to get a shape long enough to just go around the outside of the billiard balls to become like the triangle that they sit in. And then I'm going to use my NSI 3D detailer brush and some 91% alcohol as my slip solution and kind of pat it in place. Again, I'm so sorry for being off camera. I totally thought I was on frame while I was doing this. So I'm patting that into place and getting it to where I like it. I usually make a big mess. Like when I do experiments, I just make a big mess. So there we go. I'm back on frame there. And I'm just patting it in, trying to make it look nice. And then I'm going to cure that. So while waiting for that to cure, I'm taking some regular metallic silver tape. And I'm going to wrap it around a few times between that dark and light wood colors there to kind of represent that little metal screwy piece on the pool cue. If you know what I mean, there's like that little silver piece that connects them. And then when you break them down and put them in a pool case, I don't know. Everybody play like my mom and dad play pool, and my husband plays pool. I don't because, yeah. But they have a tournament coming up, which is why she had me do these. So I put them back in the little sponge here. And then sorry, I'm going to take Sally Hansen Hard as Nails 110 Hard to Get. This is their white regular nail polish. And just doing the tips to represent that, like the tip of it. This orange, this caramel color I'm using for the rack is 1570. Just because I wanted a little bit of a brighter color. I was going to originally do black, but I thought, no. Let's make it look like wood. I'm just making sure I get all the edges all the way around. And then I push it at a place so that it doesn't get those extra like little hairs from the extra that I've kind of put on there. Back to the little pool cues. I'm just taking a little dot of inprompt blue. The number for this is 435. So inprompt blue for that to represent the little chalk. And then now I'm going over top of my little billiard triangle with no wipe top coat just to make everything shiny again. And there, it's cured. I'm just perfecting the sides because when you do, gel on something on a flat surface, you get like the little flyaways. So now I'm taking one of these little jump rings in silver. It's an open close jump ring. You can get this little pack at Walmart for very inexpensive. And I'm going to make a chalk dangle for my mom's nail. So I'm taking this Egoista blue sculpture gel number 08. And I'm taking the jump ring and I'm kind of molding that around the jump ring. And I have the open closed piece of it like inside the sculpture gel so that it won't open. So when it's cured, that when she has that dangling, it's not going to fall off. And again, using my 3D brush and alcohol for my slip solution, I'm just kind of making it a rough cube shape. And then I'm taking the pointed butt end of my my brush and pushing it in to kind of get that little rounded spot that chalk has after it's had the billiard stuff kind of rubbed in it after a while. And I am just sealing the pool cues and the IBD intent seal so that nothing falls off. And now that my little square is cured, I am taking 1545, the red, and going all the way around except for the little dippy part where the billiard cue, where the cue goes. So I'm going all the way around and inside And I like to use my pinching tool for holding things because you don't get a cramp in your hand like you would with tweezers. So that's a nice little tip for you. So I'm covering the whole thing except for the top in red. And now I'm taking the white and I'm giving it like the little details around the edge of the top of the chalk, kind of like I want it to look like the paper that peels. You know how it kind of gets roughed up because it's just regular paper. And then I'm putting an M, like the letter M for Marvin, or whatever the name of the, I know the name of the chalk always starts with an M. It's like Mansfield or something. So I'm just putting an M, just so it looks like the chalk. And then I'm going to take some dark blue and just touch it into the little dippy part and cure that. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the chalk, the little chalk dangle in the light. So I just wanted to show you guys this. So like, here's my thumbnail like comparison. I don't really know how to compare it like size wise. I don't know. I guess I can get my little board like for like measurements. Like they're super itty bitty because you know that's what she wanted, and I'm really impressed with the way that these turned out. So we've got the little triangle with the billiards balls and the little mini pool cues. I'm just, like I said, I'm just waiting for the light here for the little chalk dangly dangle thing. Every single solitary color, nail polish, tool, everything that I've used in this video will be in the description box down below for you guys. Oh, there goes the light. So I matte top coated this. I'm just going to give this a quick little wipe. All right. So here's the little chalk. Little teeny tiny chalk, you know. Chalk your cue. I did this a little bigger just because it's going to be a charm. But yeah, you know, I'm just kind of, you get the idea. So those are my little mini billiards charms. They turned out really well. They're really solid, so I know they're not going to break on her before the tournament. So yeah, anywho, so click, comment. Here, let's back out. Click, comment, smash that like button. Every time you guys like this video, it helps other people see and it helps me grow my channel, and that is my ultimate goal. If you guys subscribe, hit that bell notification, you guys will get notified every time I post. I post every couple days, 2, maybe 3. Depends on what's going on. I don't know what the content is going to be, but it is content. So anywho's, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun making those. I hope you guys all stay tuned and stay jazzy.